Sage it up, baby. Sage your life. Sage for your life. Ladies and gentlemen out there across planet Earth, give me liberty, abundance, prosperity. Yoda. Let's be so positive and be so educated right now. Let's just drop it like it's hot on the entire planet, shall we? I love you. Mwah. Yoda. We do not live in fear. We are the opposite of fear. I'm literally a white blood cell hunting viruses. Every single night I'm here. And the cool thing about being a white blood cell, like the rest of you guys out there, we hang out with each other. All right. You ever seen a white blood cell run away from a virus? No, manja. I'm gonna eat ya and I'm gonna transmute ya. All right. Ooh, it's early. Get it. I'm gonna drop so much hotness on you. Oh my God, let's talk about all the things that are going on. Manja. Okay, let's try not to get things blocked, but as we go here, I know people like to when they're scrolling, I'm like, drop it like it's hot, bro. Just drop intel. All right, Fossey is a turd. He will be canned and he will be brought up on charges. The WHO is financed by the commies over there in good old CCP. You know me. What else? Gates is going down for the stuff he did in India. You guys don't look that up. What else is going on? The whole card game's falling apart. There's a lot of changes happening behind the scenes. The main thing to understand is this. If you guys have had a flu shot in the last 10 years and you guys think your parents should go get a COVID test, don't do it. They're going to come up positive. We have a friend, another friend in family, who basically had her husband sign up to get a COVID test. She's a nurse because they were going to go visit some people. And he signed up for it, didn't take the test. The company called him 5 days later and said, you're positive for COVID. And he's all, I never took the test. Can I talk to your supervisor? It got bounced around 3 different times till it eventually went to a voicemail. These are third-party companies calling you with fake positives. Don't fall for this BS, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm already over it. I feel like I'm staring at a bunch of 14-year-olds fighting over chocolate milk. This is the highest level of intelligence on this planet. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Please, love you. No, don't buy into the fear. It's bullshit. Please. Please. That's real. That's factual. That's, what happened? Yeah, they said my husband was positive for COVID. He hasn't even taken the test yet. And this company keeps calling my house. That's what's going on right now. Again, warning. Wake up. Don't let your mom and your dad go get a COVID test if they've had a flu shot in the last 10 years. It's going to come up positive. Know that. Be like, hey, mom, dad, if they're totally unconscious, hey, maybe don't go do that. Come over here. Let's have some kombucha and do some sit-ups. All right, moving on. What I'm getting to is don't do it. I'm giving you a heads up across Earth. It's like some 3D scam situation. We're in a full-blown, you know those like telemarketers call you? They're doing this with the pandemic. Full-blown. Are people passing away from different illnesses that have, that could be older and they're getting a stronger flu? Here's another thing too, and passing away, yes. But I'm trying to express to you guys, this COVID thing, you can look it up, it's like 10 and 15 years old, the actual function of it. Now, the fake stuff or the revamp of it that happened in Wuhan, paid by Fossey and some of these guys, pay attention. Pay attention. Why is Obama and all these guys being brought up on charges? Pay attention. Not to get too political. I'm just trying to say, you guys pay attention. There's so much information out there. Hey, pay attention to where it came from, who paid for it. Why is there a picture of Obama and Fossey in 2015 in Wuhan next to the bat lady in the lab? No, it's not fake news, even though Facebook will say it's fake. No, it's not. Okay. What you guys need to understand is everything that's coming up fake on Facebook is real. Okay. They already have posts being made right now that CNN alumni are actually some of these fact checkers on Facebook. Pay attention. Pay attention. Please don't watch mainstream media. Guys, I just see herds of people getting pushed into stalls over here. And I'm literally screaming like, please wake up, that it's ridiculous. Like, I don't mean, it's a hard, don't go with everybody. Please, please, please stay in your heart, stay healthy. Go on a hike. Okay. Just want to say that right out the gate. I love you guys. There's all factual evidence to back up every single thing I'm saying, by the way. Every single syllable coming out of my mouth. Okay? Now, the speed of what people are going to be able to absorb this, that's going to be up to the individual person. Okay? I'm telling you guys, my family here on Earth, we're not waiting for this stuff to come out on mass media and go, oh, wow, all this stuff's real. No, I'm telling you right now, it's absolutely real. The Pentagon just released papers that they have off-world spacecraft. Facts. Look it up. Google Pentagon lets the public know we have craft from off-world. UFOs, or actually identified flying objects, from off-world, not made on planet Earth, factual Pentagon. Second thing that's big, CIA released paperwork that we're living in a holographic matrix. Riddle me that, Batman, even though I didn't need the CIA to tell me that. I'm a multidimensional being, baby. I've been staring through the veil for 12 years. But for some of you guys that need paperwork, CIA released documents blatantly stating that we're living in a holographic matrix made of consciousness. Because you're mine. What else is fun? The Ascension game is going to be on and cracking. You guys, a lot of you guys are lifting out of your bodies right now, and I'm so excited for you. Thank you. By the way, all my homies on here that are woke, make the posts, share the links. YouTube, share the links. You know, they're probably going to not cut it. Hopefully this stays up, right? All the real stuff out there on Earth, right? There's a lot of great articles. New financial system rolling out, baby. It went public to all of the upper tiers in the background. Not going to say too much about that, but going to tell you that gold standard's where we should have been since Tricky Dick, huh? Moving on. Oh, goodness gracious. You guys having fun? All right, now that I got that all the way. Hey, stay happy, stay healthy. Everything around you wants to pull you into some like murky gumbo. Get out of the gumbo. No one's gonna pull you out of the gumbo when all your neighbors and everyone's just in the toilet together. I got friends and family in Los Angeles. I'm just going, hey, come visit me. Get out of the gumbo. Even though I love gumbo. If you guys are in major metropolitan cities, lock your house up, get in the car, go to less populated areas, go camping for 2 weeks. This is strange. I've had a corporate job my whole life. I've never camped one day for more than 3 days of my whole life. I'm getting unemployment right now, but I want to stay in my apartment and stare at CNN. Listen to me. Get in the car for the first time in your life. Get a tent, get a blow-up mattress, take your loved ones, go camping. Go barbecue some vegan hot dogs. Go sit out under the stars. What are you, like some SimCity drone program? Wake up. Your higher selves are paying attention to if the soul is strong enough to resist. Are you part of the solution? Or are you so over-enveloped in fear, you don't even know what you're doing every day? Besides watching Netflix and playing video games. What are you doing every day? I'm trying to express this to you. I love you. I resist this every day. I am just like you. What I'm trying to express to you is, I can't feel like myself until I go on a hike. After this broadcast, I'm going on a hike. I have to get out of the house, man. Okay? I have to express myself. Last night I'm laying on the couch and I do this like thing where I keep levitating out of my body and I just sit above my body 4 or 5 feet, completely conscious that I'm above my body. And I'm talking to my higher selves. I'm like, dude, how much longer do I have to wear this thing? Like, these are the conversations I'm having. How much longer do I have to wear this like meat suit? I'm so bored down here, highest. You got to help me out, bro. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. Can somebody start the Ascension now? Can I at least have some of my juice from the other dimensions? My 4Ds graduated to 60. My 5Ds graduated to 70. I should have 2 floors of assets being able to copy and paste into this suit. What are we waiting for? Someone to sign my report card? This is what's going on with you guys out there across Earth. You guys, if you need a permission slip to ascend, I give you full permission to ascend on Earth. Sign Rion. Here. I give you permission to ascend this planet. Believe in yourself. Step in your hearts. You guys, you're more intelligent than the guys who went to school who wrote these control programs. Just want to be real. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain to you. I'm more intelligent than 6 of these 1955 jackasses sitting in black suits, sitting in a circle. This is what we're gonna do to the population. I'm smarter than you. I don't know how to express this to you. I'm a multidimensional being that can broadcast through 6 or 7 dimensions and stream it through my neocortex. We're not even in the same caliber. That's what you guys are out there. We're not even playing in the same game, son. Okay? Just want to be real with these guys who hacked this little program. You guys are multidimensional beings waking up. The real kings and queens of old, the real royalty is waking up inside of you guys out there across Earth. Okay? We slept for a very long time and left a bunch of little turds in charge, and just like absentee parents, this is what you get when you take a nap for 5,000 years. You wake up in a place that is just, I don't even recognize half these people in power. I'm like, dude, what? How did this guy get in power? Who called that a royal bloodline, first and foremost? A royalty of what? A shit show from somewhere else that got dropped off here? Like, royal, what royal? No. Let me break some things down for you. The strongest Anunnaki chose to come down here in human form to have a human experience. Not show up in a Battlestar Galactica 12 feet tall and go, let me tell you what to do, human. We don't need your assistance, bro. Get your ass back on Nibiru. You know? Bunch of absentee parents telling us how to run our lives. But these guys still think the consciousness we gave them, they're still not able to handle. We need to be there to govern them. No, this is what I've learned on this planet, and this is what I'm reporting home. I have seen so many lazy higher selves, so many weird polarity night higher selves, where we have literally been pulling the slack up for them for eons. I can't even begin to express it to you. I've never been on a planet with more aspects so in their belief system of judgment that they basically, there's beings on your night side that are trying to tell you what to do that actually haven't picked up a shovel in 5,000 years, but they're gonna tell you how to plow that field. It's like the housewives of Orange County. Get over it, man. I'm just trying to be real. You guys have aspects that like to keep you down. They like to keep you like a chihuahua on a leash, parked in the garage, feeding me. You're lazy, grow up. For your galactic commanders out there, snap out of it. And that's not just a 3D all the way up the stream, all the way up the food chain, all the way up your totem pole. Hey, there's a higher ordinance in the universe that's staring at you. Just want to be real to everyone out there that thinks it's just me in the mirror. No, it's not. Your higher self can be lazy as shit. That's why your life is so hard. Okay? As above, so below. Just want to be real. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. It's an Anunnaki 8D control zone. In the 100 years ago, California was beach sand. They built the entire 4th dimensional structure of control over Los Angeles. Why? Because at one point in time, 80% of everything put on a television was made in a 30-mile square radius. Think about it. Now, I'm nicer to my Anunnaki guys now, but let me explain something to you. I've had to work through so much stuff with my dude. It took me like 6-7 years seeing him and talking to him to work things out. Let me express something to you. It's not as easy as you think. Okay? And I want to express to you guys that the sphere program thing, you have to understand light and night, abundance, right? Prosperity, or managing, taking away. To create light, to take away night. Well, check this out. If you have a species, a subspecies, a polarity, a consciousness that takes more than it gives, it's only a matter of time before the dam breaks, sweetheart. Did you think that was going to work indefinitely? We're light beings sent in here from different sectors in this universe to balance this Class C marble planet in this experiment Milky Way hybrid zone. Don't get too caught up in the stories of what you're being told right now. The Pentagon just released papers, factually, They have spacecraft from other planets in their possession. There are still beings on this planet that think their aliens aren't real. Do you understand what's going on right now in consciousness? The Pentagon is telling you we have spacecraft from off-world. There are still people on this planet and they go, aliens aren't real. If there's an alien, I heard that all they want to do is probe you. It's like fire in the sky. Come on, Travis. Listen, there are awesome star beings in this planet. My brother, Captain Randy Kramer, stated, hey, 95% awesome beings in the universe, 5% turds. I can live with that. 95% awesome, 5% turds. Have you gone out to the grocery store recently? Have you gone to the post office? Have you gotten in line? I'll be real with you. I'll take a 95% everyone in this line is awesome and a 5% turd. Okay? That's what we're talking about. Out of 100 people, 5 turds. I'm like, that makes sense. That's actually a higher probability of positivity than I have on YouTube. Usually I'm actually on YouTube, it's a lot better. It's usually 99% awesome people, 1 turd. But that's usually just because they're waking up and they're like, CNN didn't tell me about this. Look, the reason why the conscious is slamming and coming in so hard is because some people are actually showing how much stuff in training and research they've been doing behind the scenes. You guys, when I see comedians making jokes on Netflix, I go, you're a moron. When I see people making comments about certain things going on that have no idea what's going on in the depth of the conversation, just the surface or the 3 taglines, I go, you're a child and you're in charge of this. You really need to look at actually what you think and what you believe. Because what I'm trying to express is there's so much depth when you guys start doing your research, you start going down these rabbit holes, you start learning about all this stuff. You guys, the age thing, you got to throw it out the window. Back in the day when someone was older than you, you thought, oh, wow, you're more educated. You've been here longer. Not now. In our generations, what's happened is sometimes the older generation has gotten poisoned more, has been under the control longer. So we help our fathers and our mothers and our grandparents snap out of this. Okay, so I'm trying to say, normally, that would be absolutely true. The older you are, the wiser you are. But we've been poisoned, chemtrailed. They're trying to vaccinate us again and again and again. I don't know. What I'm trying to say, they're making mutants down here. Just super powered mutants for all of us that can transmute all this stuff. What I'm trying to say is that, and I mean this, I hit my knees for no being on this planet besides the original creator of my soul. I say that because I see my brother Yeshua, right, who I made this to. I mean, come on, that's his face. It's a whole face here. There's his eye. Crystal crowns of awesomeness. Yeshua's my brother, dude. I love that dude. Like, not like I hit my knees for Yeshua or Jesus. More like, yo, bro, what's up? You need something handled? Let me know. Holla at your boy. You want me to go out, jump to Oklahoma? You want me to jump over to Italy? You want me to, hey, what you need? Do you guys still got my spear and my gear up on ship? No, I like the old school. You guys got my gear up on ship? Because, some of the angels that, if Yeshua, Jesus, or El Moria, or whatever version you want, is the commander of all the angels, I'm cool to say I'm one of the angels and put me in, coach. They've got me, I'm bored. I'm like Wolverine in his off time over here. I'm just sharpening my claws and baking crystal devices. Like, can I do something? Ching, ching, ching. Like, what do you do when you're a superhero and you're just on vacation? I'm like, can I go there? They're like, oh, you can't fly in there right now. Well, can I sit in the parking lot? No, you'd be in flux. I'm like, can I sit in the apartment building around the structure? I'm going to tell you what structure. That's how gnarly I've been processing this. They're like, no, we don't want to get you too involved. We don't want you to change too much stuff. Because if you change too much stuff, then you're altering time. I'm like playing in time dilation, time core functions. I'm like, can I just jump to the building or go sit in the parking lot while they're all in there and just start snatching dudes? Black bag special, black bag special, black bag special. Like freaking a true Syrian sentinel. And they're like, look, bro, we know you're woke. You have to give everyone else enough time to do this. I'm like, why do they have to go through this pain and suffering? This is bullshit. And they go, son, if they don't wake up and actually see and make the decision inside of themselves to see what's been going on, it's all for naught. Okay? They're going to go ahead and go to judgment and go, I didn't know. No one told me. Well, they're going to drag this out until the whole collective consciousness on this planet sees it. Get these weirdos out of government that aren't supposed to be there. Get these pedo, schmedo, Dorito, and Fuego. No one's going to miss you. Okay? That's what I say to beings all the time. I'm like, you think anyone's going to cry for you? Namaste and Lak'ech. Have fun. But I'm trying to say for all these guys doing this weird stuff, hey, you don't think there's Galactics officers down here? You don't think there's guys down here that want to call in, maybe a fleet from, Sirius or my brothers from Orion and go, yo, can I get a cleanup on aisle 7 on, give me about 18 seconds down here in sector 4. Grab them through the dimensional walls. Like real quiet, like when they're sleeping, like just like no one even know. They'll wake up and not know their name or how to tie their shoes. Like we don't have to do the shock and awe campaign. And for all these guys playing the shock and awe campaign, please grow up. No, if you think there's a shock and awe campaign, check this out. You don't actually understand how the hologram works. I've seen beings from other dimensions reach through dimensions and grab beings out of their dimension and they're just gone. I'm driving my car, I'm drinking my coffee, I'm about to pound whatever that drug is, and has anyone seen Bob? Bob! Bill! Has anyone seen William? Has anyone seen sweet, sweet William? We can't find him. Put in the clone. Come on. Oh, is he? Everyone's like, wait, really? I'm like, yeah, really. I've seen beings get grabbed out of dimensions. Like, bye-bye. Game over. So, what else is going on? Jacked up on Mountain Dew over here. So, is that a potential? Yeah. Are they going to do it? My highest light is way too nice. Okay, I'll pump the brakes. Just let them know what they're dealing with. I don't think beings actually understand in this game what they're dealing with. So I'm trying to slow roll you into being a multidimensional being, okay? No fear. If you guys are good people, hey, nothing to worry about. You're a good person. Okay? Just trying to tell you. What's your tab? You're a good person. You're helping the planet. Nothing to worry about. We're going to 5D. We're going to ascend. I'm just trying to tell you, if I know there's many light warriors out there that have the same thoughts go through their heads as go through mine, and I'm here debating all the time. The main thing I want you guys to understand about the rules. All right, let's go back into the rules. Number 1, we're allowed to seed consciousness. Number 2, we're not allowed to program people. We can show them seeds of truth that they have to research and follow, but we can't do it for them. I can't take your test for you. Even though many of my friends and family, I wish I could go in there on your test day and just go, but this is what I do though. I do this in Dreamtime all the time in Ascension School. For your 40s that are in there, I'll come in there like a substitute teacher for a day, and they're like, yo, bro, what's up? What are you doing here? I'm kind of like a celebrity on the campus. I'm like, hey, what up? Well, you guys got a test? They're like, yeah, I'm trying to, I'll literally drop the template of all the answers. I'm like, just study these questions. This is what they're going to test you on. That's what we're allowed to do. We're allowed to give you guys a template. You guys fill in the blanks. We can tell you what's going to be on the test, but we cannot take the test for you. Okay. We can't just instantly wipe all the turds off the planet. Because what happens is legally upstairs, they whine. Like cheese and wine. I could have changed. If I would have had more time, I was going to change the next day. And then you got to take on the karma of that probability, because there's many probabilities in the multiverse. So we let beings make their own decisions and grow from their experiences and those decisions. Everyone's got choices. I'm just trying to express to you, if you guys think it's as easy as an angel coming down and grabbing someone, no, it's so much paperwork or light work. It's not. You got probable timelines. You got different multidimensional selves. You got different... it's like, you're like a nerd. All right, well, I really want to get this guy. Well, let's talk to their 8D, their 9D, their 10D. Let's see what the negotiations are. How much longer do they have in the suit? You're sitting there just nerding out in quantum mechanics just to have something shift in 3D. It's very slow down here. So I just want to express to you, yes, I love you, and yes, I don't know if you guys have seen that movie Jumper. Remember the guy, I forget the guy's name, the guy who played like the new Star Wars. Everyone like didn't like him playing Anakin or Star, you know. You underestimate my power, that little nerd. And then Obi-Wan cut him in half. Okay, in the movie Jumper, this is kind of who I am. When he's like talking to the little dudes, they're like, I'm not your enemy, I'm your friend. And then I'm like the Irish guy that jumps out of the cave with a flamethrower. He goes, I'm different. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Like, I'm fighting for you guys and I'm fighting for your kids. We do this through love, abundance, and knowledge, though. I should never have to pick up a weapon and do things. I'm trying to express to you, your heart is your consciousness and your will is enough. Okay? We are all divine beings of Creator, changing our polarities. Pay attention to what you're putting in your mind. Pay attention to what you believe. If you're 76 years old and you thought this is how the world has worked, because that's what your grandpappy and your poppy and mommy and daddy told you, well, you've obviously never talked to an SSP officer who's had 240 in back, or 20s in back, right? And you obviously don't know there's a civilization on Mars. You obviously don't know that it's part of the intergalactic trade station. You obviously probably don't know that the moon is artificial. You probably don't know the reason why the moon is in a locked orbit. There's a huge city on the backside of the moon. Okay, what I'm trying to get to, don't get caught up in an old belief system because you're scared. Don't be scared. That's the truth. You're scared. You thought you had the world figured out. You thought you graduated 3D. You thought you knew what was going on. You thought you had it figured out because you got your house paid for and your white picket fence and your pickup truck. And your pickup truck. And the kids got into college. They got 5 kids and you think you got it all dialed in. And all of a sudden they're like, ETs are real and the Pentagon's got off-world vehicles in the basement. And you're like, wait, what? You're worrying about a 401k. There's other things going on in the universe, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just trying to tell you, don't be scared of the change, and I love you. I do this in a comedic way because I guys want you to understand I went through the same stages of awakening you have. You wake up, you're pissed, you're angry, you go into conspiracy theory, which is, I should stop saying the word conspiracy theory. It should be truth theory. Theory? How about just theory? You do all this research, you find out why the world is the way it is. You wake up a little bit more, you start remembering your dreams, you start seeing things you can't remember, you start having memories of things you've never seen in 3D. Your spiritual awakening begins. Then you start processing, integrating, changing your health, your nutrition, your diet, your belief system. You realize that your mind is a trap. You realize your mind only has 1/10 the power output of your heart. 1/10 the power output of your heart. It's electromagnetic field. Your heart is 10 times stronger than your mind. Okay. And I'm trying to express, if you guys are just thinking about something to happen, and that's all you do is think about it, you should write a note on the fridge and just say, I am only using 1/10 of my power output, and sign and date your name. At least I'm being honest with myself. If you love something, if you want to manifest something to help everyone, if you, like the love you have for your family and what you would do for your mom or your dad, the love is so strong, you reach across worlds. Okay? Well, if you guys remembered home and you remember your old girlfriends, your old boyfriends, your wife, husband, family, waiting for you, 15, 30 feet tall in blue robes going, is this ride almost over yet? Like to them, it's 6 minutes. To us, it's 100 years. They're like, is he almost done? I'm sitting there going like, how much longer do I have to pretend to be in this little meat popsicle? Like, I'm so woke. Like, I'm literally neurologically reprogramming the skin cells inside of my jaws. Like, I'm literally hacking my own DNA. Like, okay, check this out. Imagine being so woke, you hack your own DNA through epigenetics. Most people ask for higher self, activate me. I'm trying to activate things these guys won't even let me activate. They're like, can I get this to pop out and this to pop out? And they're like, yeah, but how are you going to put it back in? And I was like, oh, right. So if you do a full morph right? You can morph. They're like, yeah, now pull it back. And I'm like, oh, so that's the hard part. They're like, yeah, maintaining your form is hard. Not just getting to the place. Both are hard. I'm trying to say there's conversations in multidimensional function that you guys need to understand and have with yourself. Your higher self is your teacher. Your own individual higher self is your teacher. I prefer your teachers on the left-hand side of your body. Left-hand, heart side of your body. Let's start with your 5D, your higher self. Listen to him or her, please. Start there. A lot of us wake up and our 60 or our 40 or our 8D is whispering weird shit in our ears on the right-hand side, and it just gets so boring. It's so Debbie Downer. The favorite thing I like to say to beings that are super negative is, hey, how's your evolution going? Are you going to make it this time? You going to make the cut this time? That's the funniest thing you could ever say to a shitty little night side being. Here's the thing. They feed off your pain and suffering. When you're upset, when you're mad, when you're in pain, you're in suffering, you're in fear, you just handed all those turd beings a buffet card to Sizzler on your energy and saying, eat up. Cupcakes and sundaes are on me. I'm just gonna drink a bottle of wine and wallow in my sorrow on the couch. That's what you're doing. When you use all of your energy in the day, and that last 2 hours before you go to bed, for example, you go work out in the gym when they reopen. You use all your extra energy to make yourself stronger. It's like putting all of them on a diet on your night side. I'm in zero fear. No, I have no extra loosh for you. Here's a piece of celery. Now back up and get out of my bedroom. You're boring me, kid. There's larger things watching this game. If you want to learn something, take 3 steps back and let me show you how it's done. Okay? That's what you do when you grow up. When your older selves, your 90 Nordic, 70 Andromedan comes down the suit. What would you guys like? Your Arcturian, your Lyran, right? Big boys and girls out there. Some of you guys are planetary guardians, fractals of. I'm just trying to say, pay attention to what you believe and pay attention to what you're allowing to convince you of something. If the whole mass media is trying so hard to convince you of something that serves their agenda, have you ever given yourself a thought to think, what's on the opposite side of that coin? You're spending billions of dollars trying to hypnotize a planet. Interesting. What do you have to hide? What are you so scared of the public finds out? And if they do find out, do you think you'd ever be safe to walk the streets of this planet? I don't think so. And not the nice, silent majority. There's plenty of guys out there that have no problem cleaning up trash, if you know what I mean. All we need is a green light. So for all of us out here being in our hearts, all right, let's take it back a notch. You know what I mean? Like, hey, there's a lot of awesome beings out there, proud mothers and fathers, okay? Real good people on this earth. And I was trying to tell you that, from my heart, I don't want anyone to suffer needlessly, and I don't want people to suffer needlessly because they're being programmed in a way, in a belief system that when they were little kids, now they're 60 years old. Maybe the news was more accurate. Maybe there was newscasters you could trust. Maybe there was. Now, no. There isn't. You're going to have to be okay with that. You're going to have to be okay with why are they showing medical rooms of coronavirus patients that are supposed to be in the States, and the picture was taken in Italy, but the MSM's putting it up like it's happening in the States. What is this? I'm just trying to be real, you guys. There's too much information out there right now, especially on these platforms, Facebook, YouTube, love ya. Pay attention, wake up. You don't have any excuse to believe the mainstream. And here's the thing. Have a great day. Be happy. Get active. Do some positive things. But please, 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 do not listen to what you're being told right now. It's a complete farce. Okay? So I want to be real. All right. Not saying there aren't people passing away from some of these things, but there's millions of people that pass away every year from all kinds of things like the flu and respiratory issues and people have met different things, right? What I'm trying to say is they're just labeling, you know, there's a guy that died on doing motocross, like cause of death, COVID. You know what I mean? Like, what? He died doing a backflip, COVID. You got the Corona. You got that Corona. You know? I wonder how Corona's beer sales are doing, huh? I think that's a wrap. I don't know if I want to drink a Corona. What else? I love you guys. You know, we're hanging in there together. We're hanging tough together. That's what I want to be real with you guys. We're hanging tough together. So, financial news. Things are changing. August is going to be quite the ride. All right. Some public broadcasts out there. Public. Let's just chill for a second. Let's be honest. I go through the feeds and I'm like, you got Yoda, you got Yeshua. What do you want from me? I'm just gonna light some sage and hang out with you guys. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff on the feeds, I'm like, oh my God. Is that what you guys are wanting? Is that what you guys are taking? You know what I mean? Good, you got your Yoda? That's what I'm talking about. Dude, Yoda's the man. Baby Yoda. Why don't you guys chime in on Earth where you guys are punching in from? Let's try that. All you guys in my family, punch in what country, what state, what city is bringing the light, baby. Go ahead and punch in. Let the world know. Right? We ain't sleeping out here. We're not sleeping out here in Sedona. No. No. We're woke out here. Okay? You guys are woke where you guys are from. You know what I mean? We're woke. Here's the reason, too, I want you guys to be woke. I don't want our higher selves or these galactic beings to go, they weren't ready. I'm telling you right now, you ain't going to be able to pass that on me, bro. I'll be like, been ready for 12 years, son. You're not able to do your job. That's what it, you know, I think that the real issue is, I think you shouldn't have that job. I think I should have that job. And I think you should go back to the crick, way deep in the, you know, go way back in the rear of Beetlejuice and just get dropped off somewhere. You shouldn't be here. That's what I think. What they don't understand about hybrids, let me explain something to you. When you make a hybrid, this is what happens in a species way, in a multidimensional way. This is what it is. This is why we're so difficult to control. If you mix me with 15 to 25 different species and I become self-aware in the physical and I actually understand how to change channels on my remote or my neocortex, and I can not only go from broadcasting from the lower dimensions to the upper dimensions, but the upper dimensions to the lower dimensions, let me tell you what happens. In the same way racism can't exist if you have a person that's a mix of the entire planet. I'm actually what am I going to hate myself? Be racist against myself? I'm actually everything. Well, when you do that with different species, they get very apprehensive because they go, you know that guy can actually hack your neural cortex and jump into your suit in 10D, right? Or 8D, right? You know that guy can actually take over your body in a business meeting in the 8th dimension. You know that guy can take over your right hand and make you do funny stuff in the mirror in a different dimension, right? He understands the energy flows both ways. Okay? Remember that. The reason why they try to keep us under so much control down here because you guys don't fully understand your true potential. Some of you do. Right? Some of you do. It'd be funny, your 40s in a court case and you're like in 3D and you just like broadcast into one of the judges of the 12 and you're like, not guilty. And everyone's like, what? This guy's totally guilty. You're like, not guilty. But it's almost like you're in the Men in Black, you know, like suit, like sugar water. You're like, not guilty. We like him. You're like taking over other beings. What I'm trying to get to is that we're growing up together. The whole galaxy is watching us grow up. The whole galaxy is watching you guys to see how much consciousness they can take. How much frequency can they take? Can they choose to overcome and come into their hearts and come into resonance and come into balance? The Arcturians are trying to take a certain group of us, right? And get us into that blue light body, which basically makes you eternal. You don't have to switch suits anymore. You become an eternal being of light. Some of you guys out there are on that. Well, I don't know, sign me up. I don't know where I got the eternal blue light suit, but can I get some of that Arcturian love? Yeah, there's some beings down here right now in this game that are going for like electric blue for infinity. So I'm trying to be real. The kids of these Anunnaki dudes, hey, I'm one of the kids of the Anunnaki from Orion, check it. We're the wild children. We're the wild childs, right? It's cool, baby. Hey, I ain't scared of no boogeyman, I'll tell you that much. Another open roast on the fire, if you remember what I remember. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Understanding to not feel superior over something just because you feel stronger or you're bigger, or you feel that you had a hand in that. What's most important in the same way is this. Some people have amazing stepfathers. Now check this out. A son can be born to a certain man and woman, and say that your dad left when you were 2 years old. Say your mom remarried and married an awesome guy, and that's your stepfather. Say this guy's his name's Kevin. Here's the thing. You ask that kid when he's 18 or 19 years old, who actually knows, Kevin's not my biological father. But you ask him, hey, who's your dad? He goes, Kevin. What about the other guy? Yeah, he was never there for me. It's not my father. Kevin raised me. He taught me how to play catch. He taught me how to tie my shoes. You know what I mean? He taught me how to comb my hair. My stepfather, or my father, his name is Kevin. That's how I feel about some of these Anunnaki down here. They may be from some of the forebears of our genes, but as far as I'm concerned, they're shitty babysitters, and they're absentee parents. And I'm sorry to be so honest with you. I'd rather have a Palladian babysitting me any day. Okay? They taught me to be the ultimate warrior. Same thing with the Draco. They never taught me how to love. They never gave me purpose. Okay? For all you guys from the Orion Empire, let me tell you something. If your only purpose is to command and control and conquer, if that's your only purpose that you were bred for, that you remember, how boring does that get? And what are you serving? You can't enjoy going in the backyard and feeding some birds, or walking out in a dock and throwing some fish at a dolphin, or going surfing with dolphins, or getting barreled with a sea turtle, or whatever it is, going scuba diving by yourself in the dark and watching the crazy stuff come up from the ocean. If you can't enjoy the simple things in life, how are you ever going to balance who you really are? You have no respect for small things. People need to understand, if you came in here from a different culture, a different civilization in the future, where they look at our population right now like we're a bunch of cavemen, how are you ever going to actually walk a mile in their shoes and understand what it's like to be on Earth right now, and the struggles and pain and emotions that we have to go through down here and process together? It's easy to hit buttons on a spaceship like a bunch of nerds going, I got your back, bro. Here, let's send support. Oh, am I playing a SimCity nerd game? Get down here. Quit broadcasting in from great distances and then hiding one phase out of reality. Have a seat. You scared? What rules? Who wrote those rules? There's a whole change of guard happening in consciousness, ladies and gentlemen. You guys need to start asking deeper questions and understanding why the game is created this way and who is making these rules. Is it you? Are there aspects in you making these rules? What is it? You have to really think. Are you scared if you had an 8-foot Anunnaki or 15-foot dude sit down and a 9-foot Arcturian? Are you going to freak out? Are you going to go, oh my God, I can't believe it. My mommy and daddy never told me. Are you going to freak out if some Palladians land in the backyard over there? Are you going to freak out? Give me the microphone. I'll translate for you. Many of you guys right now are practicing for this role. They just haven't told you yet. We have contact. We have ships landing. Okay? You could either have a bunch of people going, hi, I'm from Alpha Centauri. It's an absolute pleasure being here today with you. We have been monitoring your planet for quite some time. Or you have a local on the ground who's being woke for a decade, talking to the guys every night and go, yo, what's up? This is Harry. And this is Kelly, and I like to call this guy Kevin. He doesn't have a name, but call him Bill if you want. These guys are from Arcturus. They're really cool. They have all kinds of things that they can do, let me tell you. But here's the deal. We've been watched and monitored for quite some time. Let me explain some things to you. Listen, you guys, translate. Get better at translating the information. Get better at channeling. Get better at broadcasting. Get better at sharing. The speed is coming. Enough with the shock and awe campaign. Please. What is it, the 4th of July? Come on. I'm just trying to say the gifted of you out there, you know what I'm talking about. You guys can do this. Hi, we're from the... I'll do it. Oh, no. You should record this for shit on ship. Don't do it. Okay. Hi, I'm a U.S. Sergeant, First Class. I'm here representing the United States of America. These are what we call our Star Brothers, and we're going to explain to you what. And the whole time, the guy's just telepathically talking to the guy in the military, and the guy's like, I can barely move my mouth fast enough as these downloads come in. I'm sorry, you can't play with us. Too slow. Too slow. Organic. Too slow. You can't cheat. You can't put a neurophone. You can't put a cheat code chip in there. You're still going to be a nerd. Do it organically. Use your soul. Learn how to speak your truth. Come from your heart. How about this? Wouldn't it be much better if I could introduce my higher selves as you guys introduce your higher selves? Like, hey, this is my ship. This is my shit, man. Your 5D comes down. You're like, hey. He's like, hey. I'm like, get me out of here, man. I'm in a carnival ride with a bunch of Sim City programs. He goes, I know you signed up for this. No, really. Give me. And he comes over and you high five your higher self. You go, take a seat. I'm like, hey, man. This is me in 3. This is me in 5. What's going on? You're like, oh, we're killing it upstairs, bro. Killing it. I'm like, hey, man, I'm down here in Tartarus, walking around with a bunch of people wearing masks. What's going on there? Oh, man, they'll get over that. It's all part of the plan. Well, hey, I got a lot of people watching me right now. Like, hey, man, like, how much longer we got to sit here in this shit show? Oh, we got to clean some things up in the background. There's people being arrested. It's going to be fine. You know, a lot of these things are going on behind the scenes, and the public won't even know when actually the executions have happened. We'll just put in a clone so they don't get their feathers ruffled too much. Oh, okay. No, but besides that, like, when can I get out of here? They're like, oh, bro, you don't want to leave here. You guys are going to make paradise on earth. This place will be the place to be. Let us clean up some of this stuff in the background first. All right, man, well, high five. See, you know, and as he's leaving, you go, hey, that's my seat on that ship. You're just sitting in it for the time being. When I get home, get out of my damn chair. All right. I'm trying to say to you guys out there, all right? Being woke, being a multidimensional being is who you truly are. Okay? Watch the fluoride intake. Watch the aluminum. No aluminum in your antidepressant. No fluoride in your water. Get a Berkey water filter with fluoride filters. Okay? Detox, detox, detox. Detox the heavy metals in your body. Sweat it out in the steam room or the sauna. Keep sweating it out, man. Keep detoxing. Keep raising your frequency. So I just want to tell you, we're having these conversations now. Yes, sir. We are here. This is amazing. Guys, they can barely talk on a microphone now. You think they're going to be able to channel 3 or 4 different dimensions talking to them? You guys out there keep practicing, right? I'm just trying to say here. Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands. They're like, we've got 15-foot Anunnaki here to talk to you. The big dudes are just like, so what you got? You little, what is this? You guys just figured out space travel. We dropped you off 50,000 years ago. What are you doing? You have the guy like, I'm going to read from the script. You need a guy to go, yo, bro, where you been? Oh, yeah, what dimension? Cool. You know these guys are just running around doing a bunch of shit down here. Oh, you know. Oh, they copied the Egyptian schools? Oh, I mean the Atlantean schools in Egypt, you know what I mean about that? No, they're praying to some little turd named Pollock. I don't know. Wasn't that guy like a janitor in the lower levels of like, you know, downstairs? Like he's not even a big deal. Like apparently he's a big deal up here. I don't know. Last time I was in the Angelic War, I didn't even see that guy in the fight. He was like one of those little weird toadstool guys that were carrying people's armor. No, I don't remember that. No, they got some weird thing where like they just, you know. Oh, Ball went home. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh yeah, Ball? Oh, Ball went home. Oh yeah, about 6 weeks ago. 8 weeks ago, he went home. No, they don't know yet. I'm not going to tell them. So, what are we doing? Oh, okay, cool. Well, my thing is for this, and for you guys out there. Listen, your speed is going to accelerate. The more healthy you get, the more clarity of mind, the better your dreams become. Understand the speed is normal. Acceleration of your mind, body, and spirit is normal. The Schumann resonance was like, 70 hertz last night. The normal Schumann resonance, which is the frequency from the earth, it's like 7.65, guys. It's going like 60, 80, 100 hertz. The whole frequency of the planet's going like this, and you feel like you're on a roller coaster, right? I'm trying to tell you, get used to the change. It's not going to stop. Help your parents and your grandparents. If they can barely take it now, it's only going to get faster. They have to move. They have to work out. They can't sit in the house all day. They can't sit in the house in that all day or in the car all day breathing through a piece of fabric that's not doing anything for them. Help them. I love you. Okay? There's much faster speeds out there coming, ladies and gentlemen, and that we are going to have a lot more contact out there. Make sure you guys know that your heart is the way home. Your heart is the way to speak to your friends and family upstairs. Remember, if I'm sending a signal out to the universe and I'm only using my mind, I'm only using 1/10 of my power output. Okay? If I use my heart and my mind, right? My heart's my generator. My mind is directing the current, and I'm using my body. Right? 11, 12 times the power. Now I can reach you. Now, can you hear me now, bro? Got you. What's up? Can you guys just drop off my gear in the backyard, though? I ask all the time, I'm like, hey guys, like really, like I know you guys have rules. You can't like drop off tech, even though the Pentagon, for some reason, has a bunch of spacecraft from off-world, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Can you guys just drop off like my old suit in the backyard? Just like one of you little fairy little Anshar, just drop off, the one with the cuffs, the white jumpsuit with the gold cuffs on my ankles, and the one that has the wraparound that does that like morph thing. Can I just like hook me up, bro? So I don't know if I'm talking to my future self or my past self or my higher selves. I'm just be real. If I was your higher self right now, and I didn't draw the short straw, I kind of wait till no one was looking around, and I'd be like, shoot it, bro. Take it. Don't tell anyone where you got this. I'll be like, oh, gang. Like, I don't know. Like, I just, come on. For all my fellow superheroes out there pretending to be a human being. Hey, I love you. Enjoy pretending. I'm here to tell you, we're waking up. I love you guys in Australia, New Zealand, UK, friggin' Middle East, Bahrain, friggin' Vietnam, baby. United States, Canada, keep crushing. Pierre, doing a great job out there, brother. I love you guys. Dubai, all my boys. You know what I mean? All you guys out there. I just want, in South America, my homies out there in Bolivia, my homies out there in Bhutan, Yishi, love you. All my guys out there, man. You guys, we're one family. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm not going to get off the gas. I'm basically driving my car and I have the accelerator slammed to the floor going, let's see how much frequency this suit can take. Let's see actually how much consciousness my neocortex can actually process at max. Start testing yourselves in your own knowledge, your own meditation, and your own processing. Do it in a balanced, nice way. Meditate, try meditating for 2 hours. Kick it up a notch. If you guys are home in the United States, your work's closed, you're collecting unemployment, go to the pool, go in the sun, put your headphones on, sit in the sun and meditate for an hour or two. You're getting paid to meditate. Don't be sitting inside watching the Debbie Downer stuff. I just love you. Right, Yoda? That's what I'm talking about. Yoda, I know you got juice, bro. Listen. I've been asking for my gear. Can I just get can you just talk to your guys? Because maybe my guys need to talk to their guys. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to go above that pay grade. You know what I mean? I need some sort of assistance down here to assist with that. Just my levitation. Matter, antimatter, particle, manipulation would be nice. Phasing would be nice. Dimensional template, wormholing would be nice. Just the basics. All right. So I'm trying to tell you guys, I love you. All right. I love you. They're cleaning all the turds up in the background. Don't go get a COVID test. It's going to come back positive, even if you're not positive. It's all a scam. Be careful. I'm not saying there's not new tests coming out that are more accurate or whatever, of course. But what I just heard, first person from someone who just went through this themselves, facts. Can't make it up. Guy signed up to take a COVID test, never went in. 2 days later, they said, you're positive because I never came in to take the test. Facts. They've called the guy like 4 or 5 times. Can't make, that's just what happened. That's reporting what is happening. It's not a story on Instagram or YouTube or, no. Family friend, you've got COVID. He's like, I never came in to take the test. What do you mean? I talked to your supervisor and then got bounced around 4 or 5 times, a bunch of different third parties, never got an answer, and they called him again 4 days later. Different person. He tested positive. He goes, I never came in to take the test. What is this? That's what's going on. So you guys are a lot more intelligent than that. Please don't fall for it. Oh, man, it feels good. You guys having fun? You guys having fun out there, man? You know what I mean? I love you guys. I'm just saying, look, hey, I just feel like we got like lightsabers, and I'm just swinging in the dark going, I'm going to hit one of you guys eventually. Just keep them coming, right? Just knocking them out of the park. I love you guys. Cross-planeters, absolute pleasure. And for all my fellow lovers of Yeshua and Jesus, yes, I made this for you. Making a custom silicone mold so I can make more of these. But yes, I've got Buddha now, and Buddha is now in the cart. But I've got Yeshua. They're big 5G plates. They have hooks on the back. You can hang them on the wall. Same thing with the Voltron plates. What you want to do is if there's a cell phone tower or a 5G tower anywhere on Earth, say it's out the left side patio of your house, you go to the left wall. Say I'm sitting on the couch and my head's this high. You walk over to the wall, cell phone towers on the left-hand side, raise it just above your head level, hang it right there. Block the signal. The shungite, magnetic, and black tourmaline alchemy with some other stuff in there, mind you. We actually figured out which crystals eat radiation and eat frequencies. So my stuff not only doesn't shield you, it's eating the frequency and transmuting it. That's the key. People have asked me, how does that work? I'm like, I don't know. My Syrian higher self taught me. So that's how we do things in Sedona. All right. So I love you guys. I love being you guys. It's my favorite day of the week, Sunday. The sundials are rad. I've been upgrading people with these. If you guys started with the bed set and you want more juice, you get the sundial. The sundial then slides underneath your bed, underneath your upper back. Then you take your step pyramid and you slide it down underneath your lower back. All right? You still have the 4 grids, 1 grid underneath each corner of your bed. That's the boost. This now becomes the boost underneath you. This guy slides down underneath your lower back. Okay? So if some of you guys need more juice, I love you. That's what I'm trying to say. The sundial is perfect. I made it very dense and very girthy, but it's still the proper width, right? So it can slide under your bed. I can't make it too tall. All right? Lotus, all the goodness. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. Thank you for enjoying us on this little comedy special that we have here today. It's all comedy out here. Conscious comedy. For all the Facebook fact checkers, this is all entertainment and comedy. For all my family out there, love you. All right. Absolute pleasure being here. You guys have a beautiful and safe week. Get out there, enjoy nature. I love you so much. We're almost through this storm. We're about 65% through this turd show. So if you guys want to know how much longer, 65, 67, 68% through this. Okay? We still got another 30% trunk. We're coming through it as a planet, okay? Love you guys so much. Sending love and abundance from Sedona. All right, you too. Love you guys. Mwah. See you guys next week.